We're going to start.
Let's go.
Woohoo! 2, 1, Tetris! So, why is that not showing up? There we go.
There we go. Okay. I was like, what is happening? So we are beginning here, Poyo.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of max outs, a lot of very early max outs, a lot of pace,
of
and
course.
a lot of fun here.
And as well, that is. And we're not going to see any early top outs. I'm calling it right now. We're not going to see any
knock
early
on
top
wood if there's any.
So, of course, you're going to see 19 starts going on right away. CT3, how long has it been since I've never seen 19 starts on CT3, but this is the level of play you need to get top seeding. So we're going to have Knight doing 19 starts, so it's Tetris time. So that requires a lot of focus and a lot of hard work to get it done. You can see immediately a little bit of trouble on Knight's board, but going to get it down, no problem. There we go, open for business now and into the Tetris. Now, Sodium doing a little bit more of the standard start, so he's Opaux. So,
and just real quick here, we did have a pretty solid contribution on Maturino from Scamando, $185 direct contribution. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Scamando. I don't know if you've been thanked in other channels, but we're going to do it here because this is the cooler channel.
Yeah, this
thank
is the
you,
fun
Scamando.
channel.
This is the fun channel. Other people.
Some different strategies going on here. There's two different kind of ways you can go about this if you really want a high seed.
Yeah.
You play the 18, consistent, slower speed, get the score,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit slower. So it's more consistent, it's easier
And
per
you're
se.
going to get less games in.
Yeah. Or you do the 19, you get the faster max out, saves 2 or 3 minutes per game.
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
can
risk.
really get those high max outs. I believe the record now is 16 and a high kicker.
It was last year. I think it was done by a certain someone. I don't know if the name rings a bell. Blue Scooty.
Yeah,
So
I heard that guy once or
yeah,
twice.
that kid just showed up randomly and got 16 max outs. So that's, I believe the theoretical limit is 18 max outs. If you go super aggressive and 19 starts, we'll see if we reach 17 max outs. I think that could be achievable this year.
It could totally happen for you.
Yeah, it could totally happen with 19 starts, just as we're seeing two different strategies. And again, there was a video done by a scout which mentioned that Alex T back in 2022 got a lot of games on 18 starts, but the Artiaga brothers made ring a bell. Pixel Andy and Doc playing Tetris got way more games in the bank just by doing 19 starts. So you can get way more games in, and if you play efficiently, that's all you need to get really high-scoring qualifiers.
And even if you're not playing super efficiently on 19, as long as you get the max, it still saves time. But if
Yeah.
you get that early 19 max, that's where you really start to get
Yeah, and of course, the mental is something that's really going to be deciding in live qualifiers. I mean, it is a gamble. You can predict in a vacuum how many max outs a theoretical player could get. Oh, Knight into trouble.
It's very survivable. I've seen Knight get out of worse.
Yeah.
A really big dig happened at Genesis that was very, very fun to watch against the Red Shirt, I believe it was. So certainly she's able to get out of
I mean, this is not fatal. I mean, it would have been fatal. I don't know
if we were playing.
Yeah, if we were playing, or if players from CT4 were playing. I mean, this is the best channel to see Tetris live. But you want to see. I bet you, Knight is gonna get out of this, no problem. I'm gonna put a little pause on what I was saying, and we're gonna be mesmerized by Knight's control.
Oh, can she get the T? No, she's not getting the pieces she needs.
Doesn't matter. Not
there we
needing
go.
that. Now long bar, 5 tap to the left side, no problem. Of course, an absolute pro, badass, making it work. You just need. There we go. That's a healthy long bar. Now waiting for the Tetris. Gonna plug the well a little bit. Just the game trolling. There we go. Tetris finally for Knight. Beautiful dig. Immediate misdrop. It doesn't matter, you know. That's throwing for content. I mean,
real quickly, we'll just point out that Scamando's contribution to the Maturino did bring us over $1,000. So if you want to continue to grow the Maturino, pay the players, you know, go to !Maturino and give what you can. Or there's also some free ways to contribute as well, I believe, as Now You there did a couple.
Maturino has a way in which you can contribute by just clicking buttons. So
it's pretty tough work, but you know, 2 whole button presses, right?
2 whole button presses, and you're gonna contribute. So what are you waiting for?
Knight's still in this dig, but I'm seeing a way out of this. Double flip though is not gonna help.
Yeah, that's not gonna help, but it's still doable. I mean, with rolling, we've seen miracles happen.
Oh, that was
just
beautiful.
Like that, beautiful burns. amazing play by Knight. Really low transition, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Nowadays, a 300K transition doesn't mean certain dead. Doesn't mean not a max out going on.
Right.
So
another thing is all these players have a lot of kill screen potential.
Yeah,
I mean, all of them are at least rollover caliber players.
Exactly.
Which you physically have to have kill screen to do.
Of course,
if you play perfect, you can only get 1.5.
Yeah, of course. And of course, completely different strategy, which is the beauty of the 2-hour sessions, of the qualifiers. It's a completely different strategy. You don't need to go for 1.6 rollovers before 39. You just need to get a max out. So completely different strategy, completely different mindset. You just need to go for it. Now it's gonna say, you know what? Yeah.
Give up the goose. 392 there.
This is a cursed game. And now we're gonna focus a little bit on Tetris time, which is 700,000. We could see the first max out on CT3.
You know, Tetris Time, just a really great story. I mean, was this really solid tapper for the longest time.
Of course,
and as you mentioned earlier, got top 8 at CTWC back in 2021.
Yeah.
But kind of stuck with the tapping for a while, right? And, you know, kind of thought we wouldn't see him in the top 8 again, but picked up the rolling, not only just at all, but picked it up really fast.
Yeah.
And now has, I believe he got 4.4 million recently.
Yeah, and of course, won a couple of really strong regional events.
Won the Washington Regional, won the Vegas Regional. And also a third one, the Phoenix Regional.
Oh, I didn't know.
Back-to-back weekends, back-to-back wins.
Okay, so
first time ever that happened.
Back-to-back wins, that's the first time. I got assigned an amazing historian in Classic Tetris. I just know the name, and that's it.
Yeah, right. but what I was getting at is, you know, this is the first year since 2021 we could see Tetris Time back in the top 8.
Of course.
And that would be one heck of a storyline.
I'm going to agree. It's one of those stories, those rare stories where you're an amazing tapper, then you go in to become a god roller, and you make the top 8 as both playstyles. That would be really interesting to see. Now we've got inching ever so closer to the first max out of CT3.
And Pollo, they've given us something dangerous. They've given us this mechanism here.
Wait, what is that? I don't have a bell.
I don't know if there's one. I'll let you do it if you want.
Wait, I do have a bell.
Oh, we have 2 of them.
I'm not gonna jinx it. It's a tradition that you don't ring the bell unless you see the 999.
Exactly.
999.
Or in our case, we're using Nestor's Champs, programmed by Yobi, who's actually here this weekend.
And there we go.
But there's the max out for Tetris Time.
First max out of the
session here.
Of the session, yeah.
And more very possible to happen here. Sodium 789, 693 here for Opox.
789 and 693.
And this kind of shows the difference between 18 and 19.
Yeah,
Tetris Time did a 19 start.
That's a good point.
He got a max by the time they're on 24.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Tetris Time started on 19 already into the second game. So you can see the strategy they're working on Tetris Time favor. Now, 156,000 for Sodium is not time-wise. It is really noticeable, and it adds up. This is just the first game, and it could have been a theoretical 300,000 point lead, but of course they're not playing against each other. But this is a really big lead when it comes to time savings.
Yeah, Sodium 927 here, Opox at 857. Those are the 2 games to look out for here. Both can max before kill screen. Just need to get the bars for it. Sodium about 2 away.
Yeah, which is ideal. I mean,
but Opox.
857. We got a kicker, the first kicker.
Raising his hand for that kicker. Sodium, meanwhile, double
flipping.
But beautiful burns.
Yeah, beautiful burn. Amazing reaction time. But now
another double flip.
This is not maxable before 29 anymore. We're gonna see some
little bit of kill screen.
So we'll go into kill screen. Sodium 991. Just a couple of burns should do it. You don't need to go aggressive or crazy.
93, 96. 97 into level 30.
And a little bit.
A single do it. And there we go.
And there we go.
Max out for Sodium.
Max out for Sodium. And you can see now Sodium finished the game, and Tetris Time is all the way in 190 and 77,000, but on game number 2.
So while we're here in the 18, let's give a quick shout out to Stand Up to Cancer. CTWC is excited to share that we are supporting Stand Up to Cancer once again here on our live streams as we play Tetris and support cancer research. And we're excited to work with them to make an impact. So type in !SU2C in the chat for more information.
Yeah, thank you, Stand Up for Cancer. They provided us with amazing shirts that you're going to see qual referees.
Yeah, jerseys, right?
Yeah, they were jerseys. We're going to show them to you when we finish the stream. We have one right here on display. But so meanwhile, we're going to focus on what's going on right now. We're going to show them that those jerseys right after the stream is the qualifier is done.
Right.
So 364,000. There we go for Knight. He's gonna miss the tuck. Couple of traffic on the board.
It seems Opox has switched to doing level 19 starts, maybe inspired by the early max that Tetris Time got there.
So
Sodium's still sticking with that 18 though.
Sodium is the sole 18 starter. I heard people that feel more comfortable on 19 though after like grinding super hard 29. That's not something that's gonna happen to me. But Knight, beautiful adjustment for the beats.
Very nice.
Ava agrees, nodding in approval into Tetris 228 for Opox. And the beauty about
but a high bar dependency on the left for Knight gets the bar over.
There we go. No problem at all. Just a little bit of indecision there. So misses a bit, but there it's beautiful couple of J's.
And we're seeing those maxes pour in there.
Yeah.
On top right.
So you can see highlighted in green who's qualifying currently.
The current session is highlighted in green.
Yeah,
the black is who's already qualified.
Yeah, so the current session is the green one. We have Waffy, Tetris Time, Laser, Curvy, Doc, and a Meme Fractal. Just a couple of heavy hitters, casual names. And then we have the Mexican Naui.
You can see more people just pop up.
Yeah,
and they keep coming
up.
in.
Sodium, Miles, SB, Ivo, and then more people going.
It's going very fast. 300 here for Opox, 468 for Knight, 468 for Tetris Time. They were actually tied for a second there, and 175 for Sodium. Nice adjustment right there.
So 119 lines. For those who don't know, you don't transition at 130 on 19 starts. You transition at 140, so you can have a little bit of reference. 500,000, even on 124 lines on 18 is amazing. Try doing that with the added difficulty of the speed on 19 starts. Really solid pace for Tetris Time. Gonna see, could probably be a back-to-back. I think the first back-to-back right now. Couple of traffic on Opox's board. But beautiful sequence of burns into a Tetris. 364,000 for Opox.
Yeah, very nice there. Tetris Time with a bit of a bar dependency. Gonna look to fill that in. Okay, there we go. Just takes the double, plays it safe. It is on pace, so certainly no rush.
And Knight, of course, an amazing DAS player, now completely rolling here. Serious business is in CTWC. You're not going to see roll switching unless you cannot roll consistently. So these players taking it really seriously. Former DAS player and really good former DAS player, I may add.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, very good at both playstyles, like you said. Yeah. And at the Genesis X2 event that happened back in February, Knight placed third in both of those, just showing her dominance in all the playstyles. And another player who really just picked up that rolling quickly and kind of has just gone ham with it ever since.
So now we're nearing the potential max out for Tetris Time and Knight. Of course, we're not going to jinx it. We're going to say the potential.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx the play. Oh, maybe a little. It's kind of entertaining sometimes.
Yeah,
maybe. Once the pressure's gone, maybe a little bit later, maybe.
And of course, I mean, I'm not rolling over. I'm not doing anything crazy. But the first max out gets a lot of nerves out of you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Once you get that first score in, you get a lot of the stress. It just kind of washes away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all gone. Trust me.
Yeah,
but
it is not all gone, but it makes you feel way more relaxed, at least for a little bit. And of course, the live setting is really different. I mean, we've seen predictions that go, yeah, definitely we're going to need 5 maxes like last year, and then it was 4. And people were expecting a little bit of a higher max count. But live settings is a nerve-wracking thing. So it's harder than it seems. Now, 929 for Knight at level 27.
Oh, Tetris Time. It's going to be really high, blocked off that well. This is survivable, but it's not easy by any means.
Yeah.
Great pieces. Gets the bar over.
Beautiful sequence of pieces, and Knight inching ever so closer. A couple of
max out for
Knight. Max out there.
Tetris Time, hoping to follow suit here.
Yeah,
it's only about 2 Tetris's away, but needs to survive this first.
Yeah, and level 29 is inching closer and closer, and the stack is not helping at all to go into 29 with a easy mindset.
Oh, missed that.
It's going to complicate a little bit further the situation.
942 here. On the other hand, Opox is on a pretty solid pace here as well. 732 on 24. Yeah, and then Sodium about to transition to level 19, 557.
Yeah, and of course you want to get the max outs pre-29. Even if you're a rollover player and whatnot, you want ideally to get them before. There we go. Tetris time transitions 967.
Yeah, need some kill screen play here.
A little bit.
I mean, like I said, 4 million player knows how to play the kill screen.
Of course.
Not too worried for him here, knock on wood.
Yeah, and you're not going to see Tetris time going fully aggressive, as I mentioned
why do you
before.
need to? I mean, there's not even a line cap in quals here since
exactly.
there's competition card.
You could in theory crash the game and and it doesn't matter. And there we go, going for it
set
in
up for
style.
A split triple. Okay, gets that tap over. 988, 989. Needs about 10,000 more points. No, but the hang of the T-piece. And
989. That's gonna
989. Gonna miss that max out, but a solid kicker.
A solid kicker, yeah.
Knight gonna top out early there. Just gonna go in the next game. The cleaner start. Sodium now 627 and 850 for Opox.
So we're
good max before kill screen here.
Yeah, we're gonna focus a little bit on Opox. 888, 888 for Opox. This is gonna require a little bit of 29 if my math is adding up.
I think just a little bit if he goes perfect for 3. Otherwise, definitely we'll need some kill screen.
Yeah, now
with that hole, definitely gonna need some now.
Yeah, with that hole, we're gonna definitely see a little bit of cushion, but the drought is growing. 20-piece drought. The long bar comes right after it's closed.
Nice
but there
triple.
we go. Beautiful long bar into the kill screen. We're gonna see a little bit of 29. Opox, of course, more than capable of going deep into 29 as well.
Set up for the Tetris, just needs the bar to show. A bit of a drought forming.
22-piece route on 29 is brutal to survive, but there we go. Nicely handled by Opox.
Yes, plays it safe there. Though now has a bar dependency. Column 2, going to fill it with that one. And gets another one. Now transfers the wall back to the right side. A Tetris and change would do it here.
Oh, I think Opox is going all in.
Oh, but the squares.
Oh, my God.
Okay, opens the well.
There we go.
Is set up.
Where's the long bar?
But the drought is forming again and tops out at 964.
964.
And now we'll focus on Sodium here on the bottom right, 769. Very possible max out here, but now we've jinxed it twice in a row.
Yeah, we jinxed two maxes in a row. We're going to leave the stream mute for 2 hours, so goodbye. See you later. 805 for Sodium.
Bit of a bar dependency there. Going to want to fill that in. Yeah. So hopefully a bar shows, and hopefully this drought doesn't go on too long. There we go.
There we go. Beautiful long bar right into the middle. That's not going to score Tetris, but it's going to clear away the there we go. Tetris for Sodium, 847. Sodium overdose, a veteran in the community, really. Has been here for ages.
Yeah, I remember watching him play back in 2020. He had like the Minecraft thing on his wall.
Yeah, and the Teletubbies thing, I believe as well.
Yeah, it's certainly been fun to watch his progression.
Sorry.
Gets a Tetris there. We'll need a little bit of kill screen.
A little bit of kill screen.
Kind of been a trend in this game for all the players here.
A little bit of kill screen required for Sodium. Probably
but
just
very clean board.
Yeah, clean board, smart play, just taking the singles, not going for anything crazy when you need just a couple of more lines. 944, 45, 995, I mean, 97,
nice
98.
Flat, 999.
Another line.
And a
there
max
we go.
out for Sodium.
Max out for Sodium. What?
Oh, yeah. That was iconic.
It's classic Tetris history.
Exactly. And real quick, Pollo, let's talk about the Power Bears. Celebrate your love for Tetris with Tetris Gummies. Get ready to dive into the world of gaming with these incredible treats. We're talking about all 7 Tetramino shaped and a bonus piece. I won't spoil what it is, but it's pretty cool. It's a gamer's paradise in gummy form, so don't let this gaming and snacking sensation slip through your fingers and grab it yours now.
So I'm going to tell you a true story about the Power Bears.
I'd love to hear it.
My girlfriend prohibited me to go back to Mexico if I didn't bring her a bag of gummy bears. I brought them already. So she loved them. She tried them at the Mexico City. I did a Mexico City regional. She tried them over there. She loved them. She said, "You're forbidden to come back if you don't bring them." So if she endorses them, you're good to go.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm kind of a gummy fanatic. I'm a fan of those chewy candy. And I got a free pack last year at CTWC. Fantastic. They're very good.
We're gonna open one right now.
Oh, you think so?
I'm gonna share one with Tyler right now.
Oh my goodness. Everyone on kind of early days here, Tetris time at 4:25, bit of a messy board. Knight at 5:10. The other players kind of just starting their games after ending those games.
I was not joking. I'm opening right now beautiful. The gummy bears.
Oh, and I got the secret shape. I won't spoil it. But I
thought you were joking. Shape. This is actually the secret one. Just imagine us having a beautiful, nice, and tasty thing.
That's really good. Where'd the what go? Boom, Tetris in your mouth. That's what they say.
I love
Apparently
that.
that's what
I
they
love
say.
that. Yeah, apparently.
566 for Knight here at 231 for Opox, 492 for Tetris Time, and 184 for Sodium. Still sticking with those 18 stars. Opox going to top out there. Got a little too high.
540 there, as Tyler mentioned, for Tetris Time. Creating a long bar dependency should be easily solvable. There we go. Nice long bar there. Rolling gives you the ability to wait a little longer for the pieces.
Yeah, Tetris there for Knight. A dusty Tetris is what we call that. You know, it's up one.
Yeah, it was not. It was
too dirty.
It was not dirty. It showered yesterday, not super dirty, like not showering.
Yesterday.
It showered yesterday,
yeah.
not like a week ago. Just mildly dirty.
Tetris Time, meanwhile, maybe showered a week ago with all his board anyways. 577 here at 20, but it's bringing it down. May I have a second gummy?
Yeah, dude, I opened them for us. I mean, I'm actually kind of hungry. You can grab that here, Ninja, as well.
Oh, I got the long bar, folks.
Yeah. I'm going to give gummies for anyone that wants. So if you're hearing this and you want a gummy, CT3, the best place to watch, you can get a gummy from me.
I think that's the best ad read you could possibly do is by eating them
course.
and loving them,
Okay,
right?
Lucy's going to take her. Okay, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, and here's the gummy.
CT3 is all about sharing. Sharing is caring.
Of course. So 620 for Tetris Time, 621 now, nearing Baxter. I know it was
Yeah,
really close.
He missed out on that last max out, unfortunately.
I forgot we jinxed it.
But Knight 726 here has to do a little bit of cleanup here. Just needs to get the right pieces, and that tee will certainly help. Sets up for the Tetris with that one.
Yo, beautiful pieces for Knight. Beautiful.
Yeah. You gotta love when RNG just gives you what you want.
Of
Right?
course, when you're high and you're getting nervous, please give me the pieces. Please give me the pieces. And sometimes the game just says, you know what? You're gonna have an easy time today. Here you go. There are the pieces. I love you.
Oh, a bit of a misdrop there for Tetris Time. Would love to get a piece to the left to kind of build out that left and be able to burn it out. The bar will certainly work there.
I got a long bar.
There
Another long bar.
Boom, Tetris for Pollo in his mouth.
Beautiful.
Tetris Time is still, if you're digging, is losing this max out pace. You know, the Tetris rate on the screen is not a telltale sign of pace, right?
Yeah.
Because it's dependent on when you get your Tetrises and
of
all
course,
that.
Yeah.
But you're kind of looking somewhere in that 55 to 60 something percent rate for a max out. And Tetris Time's falling short now, down at 47.
Yeah, that used to be the way to tally pace. Nowadays we know. Oh my God, a couple of
many misshifts.
This is survivable still.
Yeah,
especially
that piece
with
is
the
great.
Beautiful sequence of pieces.
But a hang of the square.
Oh yeah, that's
gonna top out 718. That's not a kicker either. So just kind of a waste of time, unfortunately, right? But Knight here, meanwhile, 937 on 27.
Beautiful Knight. A little bit of a rough start for Knight in the beginning, but now finding the groove, going a little bit dirty. Once again, showered yesterday, not fully dirty.
Just needs a bar here.
A bar.
It's starting to kind of create some holes, though.
And of course, the game gave Knight the pieces a little earlier, and now saying you're not getting the lumber. There we go. There's an
setting up dirty.
Setting
if
up
she took
dirty.
that triple, would have to play kill screen up high. So setting up, but good.
There we go.
The bar for the max.
Beautiful max out there for
that was
Knight.
such a tough situation to be in. You either have to play kill screen with a high
course.
board or go for that dirty left well. And Knight went for the latter.
Yeah, which
and
of course
worked out, luckily
is a death sentence. And I don't know. I thought Lucy was gonna come here for another gummy bear or. Of course, you can take as many as you want. This is.
I'll eat them all if you like.
No. Save some for everyone.
So once again, if you're hearing this and you want gummies, Tetris-themed gummies, come here. I'm gonna give one to you.
Pollo, we have a couple more contributions to the Matcherino.
We had a couple more contributions. We're gonna read them. And meanwhile,
adds $20,000, $100 to the prize pool.
$100. Thank you very much. Adds 20,000.
Asking a Wiley on
Wait,
CT4
give me a second. I'm gonna give you a gummy. We're gonna okay. We did the match.
And Colin with $69.35.
How? What a funny
pool.
person.
That's
69.
a funny number.
Funny number. Yeah.
That's a funny number.
There we
right
go. Another person walking for the Tetris gummies.
This is how we get people to watch CT3.
Of
we
course.
bribe them with food.
We bribe them with food, and everyone is like, "Is it good?" Okay, I want to hear the review.
That's true. Yeah.
I want to hear that. Wait.
How did you like the gummy? It was wonderful. Would you recommend the viewers here buy a Power Bear bag?
Of course.
Of course. There is another happy customer, or soon-to-be customer, demo trier for something, right?
Tetris, please hire me as marketing for the marketing position. There we go.
Might be the best ad read ever. Rogue Potato says Tetris and who else counts? It is me and Pollo Salazar.
And the chicken emoji there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the best duo in all of Classic Tetris. Of
course. I mean, you can tell by the slightly broken English that this is not an English person, an English speaking person. But I try my best.
I also try my best. I'm not great at it either. No, but 825 here for Sodium. A very solid pace, 75% Tetris rate.
Yeah.
That means 3/4 of his line clears are for Tetrises.
856 now, inching again close to the max out. Tetris time with a couple of complications on the board. Of course, horrible, boring stream on CT4. I can tell they're right beside me.
And this max out for Sodium is going to be nice because it's going to be early. Looking at possible 26 max out.
Beautiful pace.
You love those early max outs. They save a lot of time.
They save a lot of time, especially with that fumble, we could say, in the earlier game, which came so close to the max out. And this is what you need, an earlier max out so you can top out and start right away in another one.
One more Tetris would do it here for Sodium.
There we go, 967 and a little bit of pop-off on the CT4, which you shouldn't see. Horrible people.
And max out.
There we go, and max out.
Sodium.
27 max out. That would have been 1.1 pace-ish. So I qualified. I cannot see the controllers that everyone is using. I qualified with a Hyperkin. And Hyperkin has supported CTWC since the beginning. They're really comfortable controllers. And over the past years, they have helped the Tetris community around the world by sending them NES consoles and controllers. So Hyperkin leads the way in the retro and modern entertainment industry. It's a very unique and fun set of items that we have with Hyperkin, including the Retron, which has been immense help for many people that haven't had the chance to get it.
Hyperkin is a great. I mean, the NESs nowadays are so expensive. I mean, if you want to buy an original console, the Retrons are something like $25.
Yeah, and
they come with controllers and their controllers, I will say, fancy, nice, comfortable controllers, especially if you're dassing or tapping.
They're not squeaky, old 30-year-old controllers that are unreliable. No, just get a Hyperkin. That's it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Hyperkin, fantastic, and been supporting CTWC for a very long time.
I actually qualified with that one, so once again, a testament. I really like that.
You got your max outs with that.
I got the max out with the Hyperkin, so that's
you can
that's
also max out with the Hyperkin. I guess while we're still here in the early games, mostly we'll also talk about Total Radness. So a big thank you to Steve DeLuca from Total Radness, who not only is sponsoring this event once again, but has been a huge part of making the CTWC regionals events as incredible as they are. He invented the Goofy Foot controller, which is the inverted controller where you can roll on the other side, which is really nice for people who played on keyboard and they tapped on the right side, right? So it's changed the game, and for many people, it's helped them get as good as they are with rolling, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, one of the leading people that qualified with Total Radness is Cheese, the inventor of rolling. I believe he used a Goofy Foot, right?
Yeah, right. And now we're going to look at Opox here on the top left, 779 on level 25. Definitely max out pace. I start from the bottom.
Yeah. And again, Opox nearing closer to the max out, who's been a little reluctant to come and cooperate in these early stages of the session. 30 minutes have elapsed since we started. Well, give or take 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes.
Or so, yeah. We did have another contribution there from Suds, $44.44, said, "I love you, King." Definitely what Suds said there, right?
Thank you, Suds. We love you too. We love you too. And Kingsman, I'm sure, would say, loves you too.
Kingsman up there currently commenting. He probably read that himself.
Clearly
we'll see how he responds to that. But 924 here for Opox. A bit of a messy board. Kind of a trend we've been seeing on this stream so far.
Yeah.
Kind of messy boards in the 29. We're going to see a little bit of kill screen play. Opox is very capable.
So
it goes at 938.
938.
A little bit of a misdrop there.
Beautiful 5 roll to the left. Critical moment there for Opox.
Oh, got that bar over.
Going for it. Oh, no,
those taps are hard, Pollo.
Yeah,
the higher you're up, the more frame perfect you're going to have to be.
And of course, the nerves of, oh my God, I hung the earlier piece. I gotta nail this one. it's a horrible sentiment to feel a couple of more rough hangs. Another beautiful 5-tap there, and a drought that's growing at the worst possible time.
Beautiful down stack and a triple there,
Beautiful
980.
down stack. Locked in, as the younger people say.
Oh, but hung the bar. Set up for a Tetris on the left well if he can hit that tap. That's not an easy tap, Pollo. But hangs the bar, tops out 983. That is brutal.
A couple of bad. Allpox is bad. And then a kicker for Allpox, 983. Really frustrating moment when you need the long bar. The game doesn't cooperate. And on 29, hang there for Knight is going to complicate a little bit of things. 7-17 for Knight, and Tetris time 5-10. Tyler having another bear. You can imagine us having bears while commentating here.
Oh man, that's gonna be like that's an endorsement right there. That's
Yeah,
so good.
probably.
It's so good. I haven't had gummies in a while too, so that helps. 789 for Knight into level 25. Maxed out pace here once again.
Lucy, here you go. I know you want one. There's
Knight currently sitting at 2 max outs. Would love to get that third on the board. And boy, kind of curious on what your thoughts on the cutoff this year. I kind of had some outlandish thoughts, and after seeing some of the max outs in session 1, I'm a little skeptical on what I was thinking. So what are you thinking?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the thing that I've been thinking about for a couple of weeks. A lot of people are expecting insane number of max outs, like 8, and there are people that
you're gonna 7 before.
Yeah, you're 7. I honestly think you're gonna need 4, maybe 5, in the range of 4 or 5.
Because a very similar cutoff to last year.
Yeah, it's gonna be above, I think, from the last year's cutoff, but it's not gonna be super high. We have a couple of rookie players from CTWC. We have players that have returned to CTWC, and it's a completely different scene. So the nerves are definitely gonna hinder a lot of play.
A lot of exciting rookies.
Yeah,
right?
of course. So I believe
Salted Sofa that has 2 max outs.
We missed a max out
for
Knight. Just
we got a little busy talking.
Yeah, but of course we were talking about Sofa, which
Sofa already has 2 max outs with Das. Wintera, her first time here, she's been getting insane with the rolling.
Yeah, of course.
And then also returning players like Eyeball came back from Canada after a couple of years.
A certain Green Tea, a certain Korea.
Green Tea and Korea are coming back, right?
That's gonna be exciting tomorrow. They're not gonna
tomorrow
qualify.
on CT1, I believe.
And CT1, yeah. Do we have another first timer? Wafi has been here before from the people that are currently.
Naui, right? Yeah,
he's returning. Yeah, now he's returning. For example. So I believe we're going to be seeing 4 maxes. I believe maybe 5 is not going to be as different as last year, I think. But I think certainly 5 would be my guess. Did you say 7 before?
I said 7 before, and then I saw Cheese got 4, so I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
So now I don't know what's going to happen at all.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough thing to call. And especially, we're going to have a good scope of how things are doing after this qualifying session. I believe this is the strongest one we had.
By far the strong.
By far.
Like I said, basically rollover players on every single stream, with the exception of AV Geek, I believe. I believe the only non-rollover on stream.
I love you, AV. And I mean, I'm seeing to my left, and I'm seeing so many good players walling off stream because, of course, you're seeing one of the qualifying sessions that are being streamed, but we have rows and rows of CRTs.
Yeah, there's so many off-stream
many off-stream people qualifying, as we mentioned so far.
I'm looking at many rollover players who didn't even get on stream.
Yeah, I mean, there are many, many strong players that are not being showcased. But that's the thing. That's the depth of the. That's the depth of the year we're currently having right now. 2025.
52 stations that people are playing. That's crazy
52
stuff.
stations and over 100 people qualifying for a chance to be in one of the brackets, gold, silver, or maybe bronze. I'm interested on your thoughts on the cutoff, but for silver, maybe.
I really think for silver and mostly for bronze, the cutoff's not going to be all that much different. Because when you it's kind of, I believe someone said it's top heavy earlier. Yeah. And as you kind of go down, it's going to stay kind of the same. I don't think not going to max out 900, maybe maybe up to mid 900 for silver cutoff. But
I was going to expect the only thing that I expect to be really different this year is the bronze bracket cutoff. Last year it was about 500,000. I would honestly say it's going to be 700 this year.
I'm not too sure of that. I think it's going to be pretty similar, but also max out for Tetris Time.
Tetris Time, another one for Tetris Time. I was going to say
Sodium getting pretty close as well, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. But yeah. cutoffs. Yeah, I think for personally for me, I think silver and bronze gonna be pretty similar to last year.
Yeah.
Gold, maybe looking at 5 to 6 at this point, but anything can change. We'll see how this session goes.
Yeah, last year was a crazy jump, I believe.
Yeah, it went from 1 to 4.
Yeah, it went from 1 to 4. So it was a crazy jump. We're gonna see. We're gonna have a pretty good estimate after this qual.
Yeah, this second one's really gonna be because there's not too many heavy hitters that are qualifying for possible gold bracket tomorrow.
Yeah. The third session has a couple of strong players that could move the leaderboards quite a lot, but not in a way that we're going to focus a little bit on.
See what Sodium decides to do here.
This is really tricky to beautiful adjustments. I think prioritizing board held into 29. It's going to transition kind of high, but it's totally
beautiful
doable.
placements there.
Beautiful sequence, beautiful management of the pressure that you feel when you transition high up. It feels horrible in 19, let alone 29.
And 995, and the board is now clean. 999. One more single for the max.
There we
Sodium.
go. Another max out for Sodium.
And that is, I believe, his 4th max out. So I think that's the most on stream right now. So maybe 18 is the way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe slow and steady wins the race.
Right, yeah.
Now, a little bit of miss for Tetris time. 180 for Tetris time, doing 19 starts. And Knight as well. Pucks went back to 18 starts.
And kind of in the early this year, let's give a quick shout out to Enhance, the creators of Tetris Effect Connected. I believe from the creators of Tetris Effect Connected comes Lumines Arise, a heart-pumping fusion of addictive puzzle gameplay, thumping audio, and eye-popping visuals. Experience they're giving me big words here, Poyo. Yeah. Oh, look. Let me do my job. While you're there, come here, man.
Lucy came with a actually
synesthetic journey of sound and visuals.
Lucy pulling the actually. You said it wrong, Tyler.
Through over 30 handcrafted stages where every block, every combo, and every beat is a feast of senses. Whether you're advancing the single-player mode, competing in multiplayer, or striving for the top of the leaderboards, the gameplay will draw you in, promising an irresistible allure of just one more round. Coming to the PlayStation 5 and Steam this fall, watch the Lumines Arise announcement trailer and wish it's now at lumines.game.
Did we say Lumines correctly, Lucy? Okay.
I got it right this time.
We got it right this time around.
You live and you learn. That's what they say. And also, as a quick shout out, while we're here, we're at the SoCal Gaming Expo hosted here in Pasadena, California.
Beautiful.
Sunny Pasadena, California.
Yeah, it's a beautiful event.
It's a great event, huge. They gave us this gigantic ballroom full of nothing but CRTs and a lot of fans here clamoring to watch all this Tetris here. Also a huge vendor hall over there in the back.
Yeah.
It's just a great time to be here. So thanks to Chris, Aaron, and Lance for hosting us once again this year and providing all of this amazing space and equipment and all the works.
It is quite a lot of work. Putting a qualifier together, an event of this magnitude, is tremendous amount of work, and we're really grateful with them for hosting us once again.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now we're nearing the transition, I believe.
Back to Tetris.
Yeah, back to Tetris. We're nearing. Well, not nearing. We're just past the halfway point. Are the gummies dead? How many gummies are there left? I wanna.
Still pretty solid amount.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty solid amount still. Oh, I didn't notice this. Look,
the T-pieces ones are really good.
It says gluten-free.
Oh.
No artificial colors.
That's good.
Natural flavors.
That's good.
Preservative-free. High in fructose. No corn syrup and vitamin C and E source. So
the Power Bears are getting their money's worth for this sponsor. We are going back. It helps when your product is something we can enjoy.
Of course, yeah, it honestly does. So 5:53, halfway to the max out for Tetris time. Don't speak while eating gummy bears. I almost choked.
That's what yeah. Yeah, all 4 players on pretty solid games here. Tetris time looking to get that next max out at 565. And I don't know why I said Tetris time. They're all trying to go for that next max out. They're all pretty similar paces other than Sodium. But his score for his line count is very solid. 417 at 81 lines. Nearly a 90% Tetris rate. That's pretty fire. Of course,
that's
having to burn a little bit
That's kind of good. Slightly good. So
it's solid, I guess.
It's
right?
solid, I guess. So 600,000 for Knight, 600,000 as well for Opox. But you know what? Opox is chilling all the way into 18. Still a couple of Tetrises to be squeezed out of this very manageable speed. Beautiful last-second adjustment to get the skim. It's going to transition with either a single or a Tetris, but it's probably going to be a Tetris, building that left side nicely. Tetris for Opox, 656,000. Strong transition there for Opox. $663 for Opox.
Fantastic pace here for Opox. 666 to level 20. Tetris for Tetris time. You got a 724. Say that 3 times fast. 477. Now 500 for Sodium at 110 lines. That is a very solid game there. And then 777. Perhaps a bit of a lucky game there for Knight. We'll see how that goes.
So
I had a little personal anecdote. I stopped in Vegas on the way here on a layover, lost all my money. Don't gamble, kids. Just want to put that out there. Don't gamble, kids.
So try to commentate a game of Tetris with a player that's called Tetris Time, and call every Tetris that Tetris Time gets while playing Tetris it's a fun experience. It's a fun experience. It's like when Doge and Dog. Yeah, that's confusing.
Fun one was Billy Mack and Biggie Mac. that was a real match that happened one time.
Yeah, that's nobody's called Pollo. Nothing rhymes with my name. It's pretty easy. So people call me Polio though. A couple of people are asking in chat, who is this person? Who is this extremely handsome person commentating? Well, I bet it's pretty handsome. That's me, Pollo, Mexican. Hello.
Yeah, Pollo was able to make it out once again. That makes me very happy. Glad to see him every year.
I say every year I'm not gonna be here, and I spawn. I don't even take a flight. I just spawn here. It's impressive. It's impressive. It's a fun thing to do, and we're gonna go back to Tetris because Knight got another max out. Beautiful.
Pollo is a liar.
Oh,
hello.
Fun times.
Yeah.
But he's my friend and I love him.
Oh, thank you. I love you too. 600,000. Oh, and talking about Tetris time.
You have 1 hour, 17 minutes.
That's elapsed time.
Yeah, so 40. Well, no, so it's gone. Yeah, it's been 43.
Now,
over an hour. You're good. Yeah.
Tetris time. Searching for that max out. There we go. Max out for Tetris time. And Lucy just wandering slowly, looking for the gummies.
Oh, nice tuck there for Opox. Gonna do a little bit of digging. A bar here would be wonderful. Not gonna get it though because why would you get the bar when you want it, right? Would love a J now for the left. Can just plug it. It's kind of thing with Tetris. You gotta play with what they give you.
Take one. Well, a sticky situation for Opox and Sodium 732.
Opox really high here. And not getting the right pieces, that T will help. That T to the left was actually crucial as well.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Now needs the long bar, ideally right now. Oh, and getting ass bursted of the worst possible
What can you do?
Yeah, what can you do when the game just doesn't want you to keep going with that?
And now we're down to Sodium here, 822 on 24.
Beautiful pace there for Sodium.
Has a lot of leeway here.
Yeah, a lot of leeway.
Right now doesn't need it. I mean, he's playing very clean.
Yeah, another really early max out. The earliest one we've seen is actually from Sodium. Once again. So 855 for Sodium. Level 25. This is pretty good. Another Tetris for Sodium. And once again, our players who are sticking to 19 are Knight and Tetris time. Almost an hour elapsing. Please be my guest. No, I do. I just want to share these ones.
Thank you. You're amazing. Awesome chicken.
Tetris for Sodium, one more and change for the max.
Yeah, now definitely with that burn, 1 hour.
There's the change.
Yeah, there's the change.
Couple pennies and the max.
There we go, Sodium. Another max.
Believe that's number 5, if I'm not mistaken.
The fan is working. The fan is clearly working.
It's clearly working. Yeah, for those who just getting here, Sodium wearing a fan, not a camera. We thought it was a camera for maybe some POV TikToks or something. But
no, it's not.
It is a fan.
We thought Sodium was live streaming or something. the POV of what it's like to qualify in CTWC.
But now we're back in the early days here, so let's go ahead and talk about the events happening tonight, right?
Yeah.
The Tetris, the Grandmaster 4, the Absolute Eye. Gonna be having an event for that tonight, qualifying, I believe, currently happening on the Kitaru channel.
Of course. Kitaru, Alex Kerr, better known as Alex Kerr.
Yeah, he is currently streaming all the qualifiers for that TGM4 tournament. We're going to have a lot of cool players, especially Corion Green Tea, flew in from Japan once again.
Of course. Arguably, I'd say arguably the players to beat. I arguably say the players to beat in that one.
But, that's going to be a great time, so definitely tune in tonight to watch that 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. That is 8:30 at CST. It's an amazing game produced and programmed by Hitoshi Hiroshima. So definitely tune into that tonight. And then also got to shout out Red Bull. Hope everyone's having a great time and are ready for even more Tetris news. In celebration of World Tetris Day, we have an exciting opportunity to showcase a fun new global competition that Red Bull is hosting called the Red Bull Tetris. Open to players from over 55 countries, we officially invite you to put your Tetris skills to the test as the Red Bull Tetris seeks out the most skilled and versatile Tetris players. This isn't just any competition. It's a history-making event. Players can compete on the leaderboard for a chance to compete at the U.S. National Final in Miami, Florida, and ultimately at the World Final, where over 2,000 synchronized drones will take over the sky above the legendary Dumai frame to create the first ever official life-labeled Tetris game in the sky. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I was reading that, and imagine playing Tetris in Dubai with the Burj Khalifa in the background. Of course. Okay, yeah. Tetris I also wants to know. That's interesting. Right? The finals are going to be in Miami. I was reading that. The U.S. finals are going to be in Miami.
But Pollo, it's not your average Tetris game. Red Bull Tetris levels up the iconic gameplay with brand new twists, surprises, and special mechanics. We're talking about gravity shifts, speed boosts, time-limited rounds, and then even a golden Tetramino that could win you a trip to witness the World Final live in person.
That's going to be really interesting.
No, what does Red Bull give you?
Oh, Red Bull gives you wings.
What does Red Bull give you?
So how does it work? Let me break it down. Head over to www.redbulltetris.com, play the Red Bull Tetris game on mobile, climb the leaderboard by posting your highest scores, and keep playing to beat your own record. You can register as many times as you want, but only your top score counts. The competition begins June 6th, and you know what day that is? Today. And we'll conclude on October 31st. At the end of the competition, the players with the top 32 scores will win a trip to Miami for the national finals with airfare and accommodations covered. And if you are crowned as the U.S. national final winner, you'll head to Dubai for the world final with travel, lodging, food, and an unforgettable experience all included.
Tyler just passed out by my side. You can
Red
see
Bull Tetris is open to players 18 plus of all the skills, but only the best will rise to the top.
He needs a Red Bull to get back around.
Yeah, I need a Red Bull to give me wings after that.
Apparently now Red Bull gives you wings and now long bars as well.
Yeah, maybe next time, Maybe next time ping pong that one back and forth.
We're going to run it through ChatGPT and shorten it a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, since I've been yapping, all these players have pretty good scores here.
622 for Tetris time. So Roche Potato saying Burj Khalifa is one long bar. Indeed. I think we have a couple of videos that we're going to show. Drones just coming together and forming Tetris pieces. That's going to be really cool to see. Of course, you got to go through the national finals, which are going to be held in Miami. That's really interesting. And Red Bull sponsoring us, working with Tetris with our community, our niche community. That's insane. That's the growth.
Love to see it, right?
Yeah, the growth that we've been having in a couple of years. It's bonkers.
It's awesome. It's really awesome to see this community grow each and every year.
Yeah.
All these people fly out to California from all over the world just to stack some stupid blocks in this old game, right?
Yeah,
a game older than themselves in most cases.
I fondly remember Jerpy's mom. The very first year that I came, I said, "Yeah, I'm from Mexico. I came from Mexico to stack blocks with my friends." How silly is that? That's so funny.
But it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great.
It's awesome to see how the community evolves each year and how much it grows. And Red Bull sponsor, I mean, that's just awesome.
Of course, now you see, I flew from Japan to play. Okay, that's fine. Makes sense.
Tommy got 549 there, and everyone else on pretty solid games. 746 for Opox, 835 Tetris time. Gonna need a bit of kill screen, even if he goes perfect from here. And Sodium with a very solid game. Gonna take some safety burns. Gonna cost him a Tetris.
906 from TT Tetris time, getting the stack ready. Transition's not ideal. Slightly high, not super high. Very manageable, especially with a player as proficient on 29 as Route is farming 19, 20, 22, 23. There's the long bar after 24-piece Route for Tetris time, 955. So inching ever so slightly to the max out. That would be the 4th max out. It's not quite there yet. Slightly more lines. There we go. Another max out for Tetris time. Tyler just passed out. He's going to sleep for a couple of seconds. And meanwhile, Opox as well. 918 for Opox. Level 25. So beautiful pace there for our top left player, Opox.
Yeah, with Opox missing quite a few max outs, it's really nice to see a possible early one happening here. Save a little bit of time.
You feel awesome when the game really cooperates with you, the long bars. Because, a lot of people think you get a lot of long bars and that equals a great game, and that's not it. I mean, I would argue the long bar timing is even more important than how many long bars you get. I mean, you can max out with as low as like 40 long bars, I believe, if they come when you need them. So I would argue long bar timing is even more important than the number of long bars that you get.
You could also max out with 0 long bars if you just play forever, right?
You could also max out with 0 Tetrises if you want to stretch it even further.
I may have jinxed Opox.
Yeah.
Topping out there 944, level 27. But Sodium here on the bottom, 823. And level 23.
We have our youngest player just walking right to our left side.
Oh, it's the robot here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His dad's right there.
Oh, yeah, his dad is currently qualifying there off stage, yeah. Tetris time with a bit of an awkward board. Not much can happen there. Going to talk about 136. Luckily, it's pretty early. But Sodium here, 890 on 25. I'm not sure. Does Sodium even have a kicker right now? I don't think he. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just back 5 back right now. Soon to be back 6 back if he gets this max out here. So like we said, the slow and steady is winning the race here in terms of max out count.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see some of the players shifting to 18 now, trying to play a little safer.
Exactly. Now that an hour has passed into the time, we're seeing people that are gonna start to prefer going slightly slower, but with a more manageable board.
And a max out for Sodium, number 6.
Another max out there for Sodium. So according to Tyler's diagnosis of the situation, Sodium is not yet there for the gold bracket. I would argue he's already into the gold bracket, but you never know. I mean, you never know. A couple of heavy hitters are qualifying all over the SoCal Game Expo.
Yeah, thanks.
We're seeing a little bit of people gathering, watching both streams.
What a sweet one you are. What's yours?
Night topping out there, 212.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not yours. That's not yours.
And everyone just kind of in the early days
Go
here.
ahead, please.
Opox talking
I
about
opened this one to
74,000.
share, so be my
Sodium, or Tetris time rather, trying to get out of this early.
I'm going to move this.
all of our players starting basically a fresh game, so we're not seeing any disparities in the early stages of the game. I would be interested in knowing, getting the number of how many games has Tetris Time had under his belt doing the 19 starts versus.
I mean, you get a lot more games in total, so it would be an interesting stat. But I mean, you can tell Sodium's had 6 total.
Course,
It's been back to back to back to back to back to back max outs.
Of course, you get half of the score potentially. I mean, if you do 600, 500,000 with a really manageable board, so it's a really interesting strategy. As I was mentioning, the strategy on qualifying day is completely different from what we're going to see tomorrow. So we have a couple of instances in which people are amazing at competition play and not so great at qualifying. Dog comes to mind. Sometimes has a little bit of a rough time going to crazy qualifying scores in the monthly tournaments, and then we go and wins the whole thing. So usually goes around the 10th seed or something, and comes in round and kicks butt during qualifying, doing
right,
comp.
Yeah. But a lot of these, a lot of these online qualifiers are about getting an average score or something.
Yeah.
These are totally different. And
of course,
no one really does number of max outs anymore other than CTWC and their regional events. So it's kind of something that a lot of people don't practice for too much. You're not used to doing that. And so it can kind of throw you off, right? If you're used to going for scoring every game. And instead you're just trying to play safe, get consistent max outs for 2 hours straight. That's a whole other thing about being 2 hours. I mean, it's a long time to play Tetris.
It is a mental game as well. I mean, the 2 hours is brutal for most of the people. Being so focused for 2 hours straight is really hard to do, especially with so many things distracting you on flashes and lights and screams and people walking by and Pollo commentating and making fun of you. It's hard. It's hard.
Pollo commentating and giving away gummies.
Yeah, giving away gummies. Speaking of, there's a little bit more. And actually, we're... Yeah, oh my God, they're getting their money's worth of these. There are a lot of gummies. I've shared them a lot. Lucy, you know what? Take all the gummies left. Here you go.
There are 2. Got one?
I'll take one.
The thing is that you have to do a review.
Got a couple more Maturino contributions. Hello, Jasmine. $25 says Go Tetris. And Fractal, that's a big name. I believe that's Tac.
Oh, Fractal 7th roommate.
A.k.a. Tacnirus. $30.50. 56-cent contribution, because we do not need Adam's accent at this time. Well, that's on the other stream, so doesn't mean much here, but...
Oh, and Jasmine, was that a...
Yeah, $25, yeah.
Jasmine, also known as Jay Huang. Chilling all the way to Oxford, I believe. I don't know where, but shout out to Jasmine.
I'm all done if you guys want a review.
Yeah, we want a review.
Oh, yeah. So another review of the gummies here. How'd you think?
Are we going to find out if is this a happy customer or an unhappy customer?
I'm such a happy customer.
Yeah, let's go.
They're so good.
Bravo.
They're terrible. They're terribly addicting. That's the only bad thing I can say about them. I'm worried I'm going to be hooked.
Yeah,
and
now we're out of it.
I'm going to go broke. So all my money's going to Tetris gummies. But would definitely recommend. Big fan. And thank you, Pollo, for the free gummies.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Oh, and Danny's going to give a review as well.
Well, they're very gummy, that's for sure. And there's 7 natural flavors. I mean, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I can't even count that high. That's so many flavors. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but so many happy testimonials here. I would say they've gotten their money's worth here. Get yourself some Tetris gummies. We'll read another official thing in a bit, right? But... a couple of good games going here. Tetris Time, 600,023. We'll see what he can do with that. May need a little kill screen later on. And then Opox and Knight early on in their games. And then Sodium with yet another max out pace at late 18. So we'll see if he can transfer that to a 7th max out.
Yeah, and Tetris Time waited beautifully for the L to come, so he didn't have to go for that spin. Would safely tuck it in there. That's what most players do. Of course, a mistuck can make your stack go really bad in really quickly. So nice decisions there for Tetris Time. 700,000. That is going to take him into the 700,000 territory. Our closest player to the max right now.
558 is the transition into 19 here for Sodium, and another Tetris there. He's got a 582. Tetris Time 795 and 26. Has brought that Tetris rate up like 5% since 2023, I believe. So he's playing very efficient here in that late post, and that's where you want to get those Tetrises.
Exactly.
As the level increases, so does the points scored.
So an hour has almost already passed. That didn't feel like an hour.
That was a very fast hour, and we're already out of gummies. So it's going to be another tough hour here. We'll see if we can manage, right? But
couple of rough misdrops there for Knight. Hiding all the way on top of the board. He's going to give that one. What can you do with that? A 933 for Tetris Time.
Means 2 more Tetrises. Has really been efficient in this late post here.
Yeah, and I think Tetris Time is finding his groove on these last couple of 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, gonna go on
Rough
the kill
start.
screen, but safe board.
There we go.
Maxed out with the Tetris.
Easy. Tetris didn't even have to set up for it on the 29 speeds. It was
Yeah,
just
and
there to bank in and cash in the Tetris.
Yeah, exactly. And now 762 for Sodium. I'm gonna sneeze and mute my mic. Or maybe I won't. Okay, I guess I won't.
So our
Never mind,
current
did not sneeze.
our current player with the most amount of maxes is Sodium with 6. If I can rate from.
And just so the players are aware, 1 hour has elapsed. 1 more to go. So
1 hour has elapsed already. What?
Danny's so loud.
Yeah. And Lucy's scooching. Oh, I thought she wanted another gummy bear, but I don't have more.
It's like a crow coming around.
If you convince me, I'm gonna open another bag. So we'll see about that.
How many
We'll see.
bags do you have in your?
I bought 3.
Oh,
I
okay,
bought
so
3.
you gotta save 2 of those.
Yeah.
You gotta save 2 of those for your girlfriend.
Well,
or
one
you
is
can't go home.
at least one is for the girlfriend. Otherwise, I'm
I feel
not
like
going
you gotta
back.
figure 2. You gotta figure 2. You
Yeah.
know, I mean.
Put it away now.
Yeah. Lock it in a box so you can't eat them early, right? But Sodium here, 906 at the end of 26, has so much leeway for a max. I mean, should get it no problem here.
Yeah,
Just
beautiful
3 more
pace.
Tetrises or 2 and some burns. We'll see what he ends up doing.
Beautiful pace there for
You can see
Sodium.
he's just taking those doubles because he
Of course.
can.
Yeah, you can, and that's what you gotta stabilize the board when you're so far away, so far ahead. Meant to say from the max out pace, you can put your feet a little bit off the pedal,
Yeah.
stabilize the board, prioritize having a safe board you don't choke, and there we go.
And a maxed out for Sodium.
That's what you get when you play
Number
smart.
7 in a row.
Beautiful efficiency.
How long can he keep this up,
Yeah.
Pollo?
The 2 hours. The 2 hours. I'm gonna bet Sodium. People betting on Sodium, even though there are no stakes.
If he continues his pace, could get 12, 13 or so,
Yeah.
depending on when he starts that last
Of
game.
course. Yeah. Which
Or
again,
13, 14, something like that. He can get a lot of max outs, all right? We'll
which
put it like
again,
that.
why would you want to qualify really high, Tyler? I mean, I don't know. Why don't you tell the viewers why would you like to qualify as high as you can?
Well, if you get to a certain point, you get a round 1 bye. You don't have to play in round 1, so you kind of get
Exactly.
like not a free entry into the the event, but like you get to skip around, take a break, and
course.
let other people fight out to have the honor of playing you, right?
Of course, I was talking with Naui yesterday. He was saying you cannot, even if you're like seed 1, you cannot let up with the seed number 32. Everyone here is really strong this year. You cannot trust on anyone being bad in the gold bracket. So you really want to skip that round 1.
Yeah, I mean the seeding. Oh, Opok's topping out at 9:30 and 28. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, you really can't use seeding as a basis on having
Yeah.
favorites all the time. Because a famous example, I believe, 2022.
Yeah.
Round 0, Burb Wizard was the last seed in the entire tournament. Faced
Yeah.
the highest non-buy seed, which I believe was 17, which was Cheese.
Which is coincidentally
and,
Cheese, yeah.
And beat him.
Yeah, beat him.
Knocked him out in round 0.
That
so
was
you really, I mean, as high as you can get of a seed,
I do
you really
remember
would like
that.
to avoid that round 0 if at all possible.
I remember that so fondly. Everyone popped off so hard and started screaming. There were a couple of moments that you cannot just catch online. I remember Sharky beating Hydrant Dude a couple of years ago. Everyone just went so hard, and that's why you have to come and see this live at SoCal here. Beautiful
that
place.
sounds like a segue.
That sounds like a
Sounds like if you want to watch this live, you
Yeah.
got to come up to the SoCal Gaming Expo here in Pasadena, California. They've given us such an amazing space here. Huge room, amazing vendor hall out the door right there. And they've just provided so much equipment, like these big screens we're watching over here and just everything.
Yeah, we're watching, and you're not watching, but we're watching.
Well,
so-
yeah, but they've just given a lot of space. They've
Yeah.
been great supporters of us after our move from Portland, Oregon, where we now host the Jonas Cup.
Now it was.
So yeah,
It
thank-
was. Yeah, no, go ahead. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
so thanks so much to Chris, Aaron, and Lance for hosting us here this year.
Did you see that segue? That was a
That
beautiful
was
segue.
a fantastic segue. That was really good.
Now 470 for Tetris Time. Going back to the Tetris, talking with Tetris Time, playing Tetris, the World Championships of Tetris.
And speaking of Tetris, you know who else we should shout out? The Tetris Company.
The Tetris Company.
You know,
Our-
shout out to the Tetris Company for sponsoring not just this CTWC, not just the last CTWC, the last 16 CTWC. There are some players here who aren't 16 years old.
Yeah.
And they have been sponsoring for longer than some of these players have been alive.
Let that sink in. 16 years was 20 years ago. So a long time, ago. Thank you, Tetris.
Yeah, but thank you to the Tetris company for once again sponsoring, I believe, a $10,000 prize pool.
Yeah,
the gold bracket.
they do give us $10,000 each year for quite a while now, and thank you. We're more than grateful for having their support every single year.
Yeah, Tetris time here on a pretty solid game, 6:35 here, level 22. So it's plenty of time to keep getting that score up. Everyone else kind of in their early days here. Pretty clean for the most part. A couple holes for Opox, and Sodium had some, but he's bringing them down.
Yeah. After everyone's done. So we're seeing an interesting thing going on the leaderboards. So Dog, Meme, and Fractal have 8 maxouts, but you're currently, right now, in your screen, you're seeing another tie, which is between Waffy, Pixel Andy, nonetheless. Sodium with 7 maxouts. So this is the level of play we're having at this year's CT3.
Yeah, once again, that difference between the 18 and 19 stars, those players who have 8, maybe soon to be 9, I believe, if you look up there. Those are doing the 19 stars. It's a little bit faster. It's not too much, but every max out counts, and one max out takes about 10 minutes. So if you're a max out ahead, that's 10 minutes more that you have on everybody else. So.
And if you add up that by 2 hours, that's quite a sizable lead.
It's a lot of max outs.
Yeah, and too many hours thinking really hard and strategizing over every single placement you do. So a huge task to do this for 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, we have the Matcherino going, !Matcherino in the chat. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, another thing you can contribute to is the campaign we have going on for Stand Up for Cancer.
Yeah, we're excited to share that we are supporting Stand Up for Cancer, Stand Up to Cancer on our live streams as we play Tetris and support cancer research while we play Tetris. What more can you ask? So, what more can you ask? You're doing a good thing for a great cause. So yeah, you can work with us and make an impact together. You're from your home, and now we are aside from California. So type in !SU2C in chat for more information.
And while you type that in chat, also type a GG for Tetris time. We just got another max out on the board.
That was the better segue. I gotta give that one.
There's 2 things everyone in this room have in common. We all love Tetris. We all hate cancer. So
yeah, of course.
If we could do something about it, we can. So if you have any extra capital, you can contribute. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely do !SUTC or was it SU2C in the chat? Rather, apologies. Yeah.
And Jassy Cat took our word and typed in "excellent work, Tetris time."
So I believe that is Tetris time's 5th or 6th max out.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's 6th.
That's 6th max out. I didn't know if that had updated yet, so it looks like it hasn't updated quite yet.
The judge has the official count.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We don't have the official count. We're just speculating. We just got called in an indirect way really bad at counting. you cannot count to 6.
Well, I never went to school for counting, so it's fine.
How many people does it take to count to 6? Apparently more than 2. 3.
Well, 3, but also just 1, basically. Like there's 3 of us, but it's just 3.5. 3.5. I'm 1.5.
Beautiful adjustment to make room for that long bar and make a bits. What is a bits? Vertical iTuck setup.
Yeah, right. It's a fantastic move that no one should ever do.
Yeah, a fantastic flashy move. Don't do it. That's my really bad player advice.
And Poyo, shocker. Sodium's on maxed out pace in level 24.
Another one.
Have we seen this before?
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen this, 7 times today or something.
Yeah, this is a great qualifier so far for Sodium. I mean, it's not even finished, and we have still 50 minutes to go, and Sodium's going super strong. I believe this could be very well the best qualifier. I mean, I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna jinx it. But
it will be a very high seed if he continues this rate of max out.
It would be. Let's capitalize the wood.
About 3 max outs away, or not 3 max outs, 3 Tetrises away from the max out. So Joe's waiting for it.
Are you listening to these lame ass copycats? CT3 did it first.
Yeah, they're a little late to the party, but it's okay. They're trying to up their quality over there. We don't need to be loud. We just need to be better.
We don't need to be loud.
Sodium is at 999 or 991.
And a beautiful.
Gets another max out. Number 8.
So the CTWC has chosen number of max outs. This has been a debate for a while. Why do we keep having number of max outs? And the reason is
it works.
It works, and you gotta respect the original, really high standard achievement, which is max out. We want to honor that.
It doesn't help that it would be very tedious and expensive to get. What'd you say? 52 stations. 52. It'd be very hard and expensive to get 52 uncapped stations. It's a lot of cartridges that would have to be made. But it also helps that number of maxes just works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of things that work, hopefully Opox is about to work on getting another max out here. Thank you so much. 960 in the kill screen here.
I'm good with the water.
Has the well open, a bar for the Tetris, and the max out for Opox. Now we're going to look at Knight here, 800 on level 25. So certainly a possible max out here as well.
Oh,
what are these? What is this?
This is not a sponsor, so don't call it on the mic.
It's not Tetris gummies, so you know.
It is a Red Bull. So
I can hear the Tetris rocket screen music over there.
So, a max out there for Opox.
Yeah,
we
max
go.
out,
And then now,
Knight looking to bring this down, getting it down for the most part. There we go, and that piece is perfect to open the well. Now can work on stacking to score Tetrises once again. 912, 3 more would be enough. Okay, Knight is set up. Also sets up a T-spin, but going to quickly fill that.
That feels down.
984, one more Tetris or just some kill screen play. Whatever happens, she has a couple of burns that she can work with, but we'll see if the bar shows. 229 lines. There's the bar. There's the max out for Knight, number 5. And it looks like she's going to mullen this out, maybe try and get that controller feeling a little better. She was kind of messing with it a little bit earlier, maybe not feeling the best. So we're going to see. She's hitting some crazy taps.
Just taking the victory lap, saying, you know what, game? I got you.
There we go.
I destroyed you.
You know, Pollo, I mean, I don't think we've talked about it enough. Just gotta shout out the Power Bears once again. Celebrate your love with Tetris with the Tetris gummies. Get ready to dive into the world of gaming and these incredible treats we're talking about. All 7 Tetramino shapes and a special bonus piece. It's a gamer's paradise in gummy form. Don't let this gaming and snacking sensation slip through your finger. Grab yours now. And let me tell you, we've been eating them. Yes. We love them. You should too. So get your own pack today. I believe you can buy them online in a variety of stores.
They are endorsed by
They're endorsed by me and Pollo
and my girlfriend
and
Lucy
a lot of people
So and
Grandpa Scooty endorses them. Oh, that's a huge endorsement right there. But yeah, now we're gonna look over to Tetris time. As at 800.
He's so excited. No.
831 for Tetris time is set up. It's gonna hold out for some. Now needs to actually bring this down a little bit. I got distracted.
Yeah, I got distracted a little bit by the loud
do we need to be louder, or do we need to just be better?
We need quality.
Exactly.
We don't need loudness.
We're quality. They're loud. Right.
You know who to watch. You know who to watch. The original CT3 gang, the starters. Dude, there's lore behind that.
Dude, CT3 last year, it got turned into a party, bro. I mean,
it was amazing.
The top 8, top 4, and so I mean, it was a show. If you haven't watched it, chat,
I'm gonna be completely honest. That was my favorite part last year.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, we had amazing finals, crazy gameplay, but that was my favorite part. Having fun with your friends is the best part of this whole
Yeah,
event.
I mean, not most people don't come to these for Tetris. They come to these for the hangouts, and they also come to max out like Tetris Time's gonna do right here.
You're on fire
But
with
mostly-
you're on fire with the segues
Yeah,
right
but
now.
they mostly come here for the hangs, the friendships, and maybe to watch some good Tetris too, like we're doing here.
Like we're doing it right now with Tetris Time with yet another max out there. And we're gonna see if the judge 7.
Yeah, max out number 7 for
Max out number
Tetris
7.
Time there. And I'm gonna say something I've said now 8 times. Sodium is on max out pace at the end of 18.
What a
So,
shocker.
We'll see if he can make this max out number 9. 44 minutes and 50 seconds left in the qualifier. So still plenty of time for a lot of max outs here.
Yeah, you could get about 5 max outs if you go back to back to back to back. That's gonna be pretty good seating if Sodium's able to keep this up. We've normalized being so good at this game, and of course you're watching the World Championships. Of course they're gonna be really good players, but we always encourage people go, maybe play it on your PC, play it on an officially endorsed Nintendo
I see where you're
console.
going with this.
You know,
That's good.
okay. Keep hyping me up. Keep hyping me up.
Yeah.
And we encourage people to play. We always love new people. We go grab a controller and play. And you know what? You can grab a Hyperkin. Oh my God, this was the best segue
That was
ever.
really good.
Hyperkin has supported the CTWC since the beginning. Over the past year, they helped Tetris communities around the world by sending them NES consoles and controllers, such as Nano. Actually, that's a cool fun fact for you. Hyperkin leads the way in the retro and modern entertainment industry with unique, fun, and innovative items. Is that how you say it? Innovative?
Innovative, yeah.
Innovative, including the Retron console. Check them out at hyperkin.com and let's game.
And like I said earlier, I mean, I endorse this company, Hyperkin.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, back when I was a hybrid tapper, their controllers are so comfortable, very smooth bottoms,
Yeah,
right?
they are.
So good for tapping, comfortable for DAS. They're super good. And
Yeah.
like I also said, if you don't want to throw out, I guess, hundreds of dollars now for a NES console, unless you find a good deal, right?
Yeah, and it sometimes it's really hard to find NES consoles in
that's-
certain
that
parts
as
of the
well.
world. Yeah.
You can get a Retron, a basic one, to play NES Tetris for $25.
Which is a bargain, to be honest.
And not only it comes with controllers, like the really nice ones that I mentioned.
Of course.
It's a great company. This is not scripted. I endorse it wholeheartedly. It's a great company.
Yeah,
and we appreciate them for reciprocating it even more and just helping the CTWC grow each and every year. They've been a sponsor for a long time.
Of course, we always love to see new people being around here. A lot of them start with a Hyperkin.
And I'll just say it. The Retrons, they have a little bit of a different sound to them, and it sounds better than the NES.
Oh, I do agree. I do agree. I actually do agree with that
It's
one.
not much, but
Yeah.
it's nice, right?
Half the stations are Hyperkins.
Half of the stations are Hyperkins. I don't know if this is a fact or just
Which is very
yeah.
helpful.
It
you know?
is a ballpark. It is a
Yeah.
ballpark. Oh yeah, you should know the ballpark, Dan.
But yeah, Pollo, we do have a couple games to look at here. We got Tetris or Opox rather, and Sodium, both around 800K in the 25
course.
ballpark here. Looking to get their, what would that be? Opox is currently at I don't even see it right now. 1 or 2. That'd be a second one, and Sodium looking to get his 9 in just an hour and 20
Casual
minutes.
9th one.
And I mean, Sodium's just been playing so clean. I don't think I've seen him getting all that many digs, and if they were very minor.
And a beautiful set
Look
of
at
adjustments.
that. I mean,
yeah, beautiful
just-
2 games going on simultaneously. Alpox and Sodium. Alpox being forced to play slightly dirty.
it's calm, cool, and collected there. Opox just a couple points away, about 20,000. That's less than a Tetris. It's now set up dirty and gets a bar.
There we go.
for the
Another one.
max. And
Alpox.
we now turn our attention to the bottom right there. Sodium 9 at 45 here.
With his
Look.
27, 29, 30
piece drought, and he treated it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's just-
It's nothing. It's nothing for Sodium. Because you know what? We're going to get... Well, wait. No, I'm not going to say it. We're going to get it. Are we going to get it? It's going to
Another
be
drought
another
forming,
drought.
back-to-back droughts.
Whoa.
It's only got like 2 bars. The
Now
best
we're
in
going to
the
get it. Another max out for Sodium.
back to back
To
to back to back to back to back to back to back to
To
back
back.
max outs for Sodium. I
With-
had
with
my
a-
fingers up. I was counting.
Yeah,
I didn't lose count.
It was 9. It was 9. We counted. It was 9.
It was just comedic pausing because we're funny, right? We're hilarious.
We're funny. We're not loud. We're funny. So that. critical 5-tap there for Tetris time transitions with that very important longer to get all the way to the left. Another critical set of taps. Makes a lumbar dependency. Goes for a Tetris instead of feeling the dependency, which is nice. Jonas would be proud.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, Jonas would be proud. That's the scientifically proven correct move. So, oh, what a dirty Tetris there for Tetris time. That was beautiful. That was dirty. That one didn't shower in over a week. That one was dirty. And another set of dirty Tetrises stacking down and scoring Tetrises while you stack down. That's the best way to go.
You know, I'm going to do a little shout out here for Tetris Time. I believe it was either last night or this morning, released his vlog, like 53-minute vlog for CTWC 2023. He's been making videos for those. I believe he'll have 2024 out coming at some point as well, and then maybe even film for 2025. So he's got a bit of a backlog of vlogs to edit, but definitely check that out. I watched quite a bit of it this morning, and it's fun to watch. It's always fun to see people's perspectives of their time at these events. You know, Scout did the 2018 experience video, and it's kind of boomed the scene into where it is now today, right? So it's always fun to see.
Yeah.
Lucy's here. Hi.
Hi, you guys should also watch Tyler's vlogs. They're really good.
I have not been filming much this year. I need to do more. But I've got some. I don't have a lot of clips, but I have quality clips.
And the most important thing is you're not loud. You're just funny. Imagine being not being loud, being funny.
I can be loud.
Instead of being loud.
Imagine being all loud, no funny. Wait, no, they have Grandpa Scooty. Wait.
Okay,
wait, no.
We cannot. Okay, we're gonna talk good. Beautiful stream going on in CT4. And you know what else is beautiful? Tetris time. How do you say that? Tetris times game.
There you go.
English is hard.
It really is. Like, actually, it just is.
8:27 there for Tetris time. 8:29 now with a couple of traffic on the board and
beautiful burns there. Oh, opted not to use that piece to burn it out. We'll open the well now.
Approaching 29 ever so like really bad square there, and another really bad square with the sequence of pieces that the game is giving to Tetris time. So square open for business. Where's the long bar for Tetris time? A drought is forming. There we go. Tetris for Tetris time. Another one.
That's two more possible. We'll need. That's the one thing about these calls. You kind of keep saying the same thing. Gonna need a little bit of kill screen here. You kind of just have to keep saying the same like
a recurring theme. A recurring theme.
Yeah, but I'm certain he can do it. And barring some
going aggressive,
sequence.
Actually going aggressive on the boards.
You know, in the
okay, beautiful, yeah. It got a little worrisome for a little bit, but Tetris time we're talking about.
Beautiful burns. There we go.
Beautiful burns, yeah. Now way safer for board.
You know, I've been seeing a trend more where players can actually play kill screen consistently now. They kind of don't build up for Tetrises into 29 anymore.
Yeah,
they just prioritize the healthy stack.
Yeah, they just prioritize their healthy stack, which is the smart thing to do. There we go.
And there's the max out for Tetris time number.
Number. I thought you counted.
I didn't. 8.
8. Number 8.
I counted that on my own.
Okay.
Or at least. I may not be able to count very well, Pollo. But I have hair.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think my English is pretty decent, but I'm not joking with you.
Shiny.
I don't know.
608 here for Knight. Kind of a tougher game, Pollo, into level 26. But, I mean, there's no line cap here.
Of course.
We don't have the competition cards. She could play as long as she wants until session 3 starts at least, right?
We could see a crash live. Has there ever been a live crash? No. There is.
Pollo, or not, no, you crashed.
Yeah, I did.
Scooty.
You're meeting the
Jonas
crasher. Yeah.
At the DAS tournament, got a crash.
I got, and Pollo did the second one.
And Pollo also did.
Fun fact for you.
And, all right, for the 10th time now, Sodium is on maxed out pace at
Sodium,
the end of 18.
Please struggle a little bit. Struggle a little bit so we can do something like, oh no, Sodium is so high and he needs to Tetris. Oh my God, he gets it on the last second. But
Make it exciting, right?
Yeah, we're not. Sodium is doing really good. Yeah, Sodium.
And Knight has now gone into kill screen 790. Needs about 200,000 points on level 29 speeds.
Nice.
Certainly doable. And we saw some of the taps she was hitting on that one game. She mulled a little bit.
Of course.
She definitely hit these taps. So
Of course, yeah.
we could see a bit of a long game here.
Beautiful measured aggression. That's the way to go.
Nice bar.
It's
It's always nice when you accidentally set up a bar dependency, then you get the bar given, but the board kind of falling apart a little bit.
Still doable.
But
And,
is getting the burns.
and another board that's falling apart a little bit. It's Opox's game.
Oh, hangs the J.
Hangs the
Did you get
J.
the burn line flat, but double overshifts that piece. Tops out 823.
823.
On level 31.
You want this one?
So we have almost 30 minutes to go.
Yeah, 34 minutes and 50 seconds left. Time for, depending on how fast you go, 3, 4, and maybe if you're doing 19 stars, 5 more max outs. I mean, we could. You know, let's give a quick shout out to the Tetris Company again, real quick. You know, they made this game 30-something years ago. So shout out to the Tetris Company for sponsoring all 16 CTWCs. So that's a lot of CTWCs, and that's a lot of prize money they've graciously contributed to us.
Yeah, no.
And also, congrats on 40 years of Tetris. I guess it's not 30, it's 40.
I was gonna say that. It's 40.
So don't forget to follow at Tetris _official on Instagram to keep up on all things Tetris.
We always appreciate their support quite a lot.
Absolutely. Sodium here, 770 on 22. Best level color, by the way. I'm just going to put it out there. 22 looks so good.
I really like 18. I mean, I really like 18, I got to say.
I just see it too much. I don't ever leave it. I top out.
Do we have to agree? We don't have to agree. I know you agree with me. 27 is the worst one. It's the one that's really dark and you
Depends on
can't
the TV,
see.
but generally, yes.
Yeah, generally it's horrible.
There's a couple where 26 is
You know what?
awful.
This is not a segue. Hyperkin's level 27 is really good.
That I mean, yes, absolutely. The colors change just enough to where you can actually see it.
Yeah, you can
So,
actually see it.
That is a good point and a good not necessarily a segue, but kind of
Yeah, kind
a
of.
little extra, a little
It is
hint
good.
of shout out there.
So-
Opox 857 in kill screen.
Oh, and what a
Needs about
surprise!
150,000.
Wait! Oh, Sodium kind of double flip there, and now making things slightly spicy.
Yeah, kind of
Slightly-
seeing our first instance of a Pollo, or not. No,
Yeah.
I keep saying Pollo. I'm looking at your face. That's a bit of a Sodium dig, right? I mean, we haven't seen all too many of those, but it's gonna get out of it pretty nicely.
Now 877.
You have a great name. That's why I just keep saying it, right?
Yeah, it's easy to remember. Oh, and Opox 929.
CT Snore. That's what you guys are. Sodium 949 into level 28. Needs about 2 more Tetrises. Okay, a
And
little
Sodium.
dependent there.
Oh, there
Gonna
we go.
just fill that in.
Oh, that was
Oh,
interesting.
could have done like a T thing.
That was an
maybe.
interesting move. There.
Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah, this is not a good for Sodium.
Okay. We'll
Okay,
see what he does
heard
here.
us making the last. Oh my God! Oh,
Okay,
the
this is at
beautiful.
number 999 and the single
What
for the
a
max.
wow! What a smart decision.
You made me a little
there.
nervous
Yeah,
there.
a little nervous there, but a beautiful decision.
Clutched it up for number 10
Number 10.
with
Danny,
31 minutes to go.
30 minutes.
31
to go.
minutes to go, yeah.
31.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
10. Is it 10? Is it 9? 10 max outs. You know, you're going to give you an exercise. Put your hands right in front of your face. Spread your fingers out. That's the amount of max outs that Sodium has. Imagine.
That's a lot of max outs.
That's a lot of max outs there. So imagine.
I only have 9.
Oh, of course, if you have 9 fingers, that's totally fine.
You
Nothing
just can't
wrong with
count
that.
to 10.
You just can't count to 10. You just can't imagine the number of max outs that Sodium has.
Tetris time. And a bit of a dig here, 7:15 and 23. If he gets out of this pretty soon, should be able to still be able to max it, but needs to get out of it first. He's getting the right pieces. Didn't rotate that T. I think that would have burned if I'm not mistaken. But it's gonna get out of this. There we go. And now a bar for the Tetris to reward him would be appreciated. But we don't get what we want when we play this game. That's what I've found. That's why I'm quitting Pollo. I'm not playing it anymore.
Are you actually gonna withdraw?
No. Yeah. Well, I'll assess the situation when the time comes.
We're gonna assess after the qualifiers
It was nice
are done.
getting paid last year, so, you know. I have a question for you, Blue Scooty's grandpa. Are you a fan